Namaste and welcome to Lunchtime Pause. My name is Phyllis Reid-Jarvis, and I am the founder and principal at Ultimate Potentials. And we exist to support leaders like yourselves to develop and cultivate habits and practices that really support you on your leadership journey. So, whether you are a leader with a formal title or you're a leader with an informal title, we are all leaders because we have to lead ourselves first and foremost. So, I'm really excited to share, well, to give you this gift today of these 15 minutes where together we're going to pause. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you the mindful leadership framework, as well as the 5 practices that leaders who lead mindfully and do so to lead change for good, that they practice. Now, none of us is perfect. Some days we'll get it, other days we'll fall off the road or the path, but no judgment. And that's the beauty of us learning how to pause. So I'll show you those 5 mindful practices, but for 5 weeks, each Monday, so 5 Mondays, I will show you one of the practices, and then we'll work together on that particular practice. You'll practice it for the week, and then the following week, I will introduce to you another practice, and so on and so forth. The tool that I'll use with you today is a beautiful tool that was taught to me in a course that I took by a beautiful friend of mine and a great colleague. And it is a powerful age-old breathing technique that is called straw breathing. And straw breathing, I'll show you what that looks like just before I set things up for us to do it at the end. So this week, 5 mindful practices for everyday work and life. And I'm so excited that you made time to come and join me today. So as promised, here's the mindful leadership framework. Practice number 1 is to cultivate whole view. Sometimes as leaders, we do get caught up with our days. We're pulled in so many different directions that sometimes it's very difficult for us to look at the whole view. The whole view includes embracing the reality of what is. So that is this week's mindful leadership practice that I'll work with you in a little bit. The second practice is for us to cultivate whole intention. Intention is what connects us together as humans and as a leader with your direct reports, as co-workers, as colleagues, and so on. We're all connected by this powerful intention. And I'll share more about that second week when we connect next Monday. The essence of whole intention is for us to embrace harm-free thoughts. That takes us into the third practice, which is to cultivate whole mindfulness. And whole mindfulness is, again, we're going back thousands of years. There are communities around the world that's been doing this right here where I am in North America on Turtle Island. They've taken time to sit and connect with the universe, with the trees, the birds, the waters, and so on, as well as to connect within themselves. And that's the beauty of this practice. And it is designed to help us control our thoughts. And I'll delve into that in week 3. Week 4, we're going to look at cultivating whole speech. Whole speech is really speech that is designed that we say nothing that hurts others. As busy leaders, I know what it's like to be a busy leader. I run an organization. I've had employees and I've worked in organizations myself as an employee. Plus, I do work with organizations as a consultant and a trainer and a coach. And I know the challenges. And sometimes our speech might not be the kind that doesn't hurt or harm. So week 4, I'll delve into that. Week 5, I will take you down the path of cultivating whole action. And whole action is all about working for the good of others, including ourselves. So it's critically important that we always be mindful of taking care of ourselves first. We've heard, whether we've flown on a plane or not, the importance is that we put on our oxygen masks first so that we are in a better place and a better space to support others in going through their life's journey. So this is the mindfulness leadership framework. At the core of it are 3 key actions that will come up for each of the practices. Action number 1 is for us to keep talking, mindfully talk about messy topics and issues and challenges. And when we do so mindfully, we find that we're not as uncomfortable. And even if we feel some discomfort, we know that discomfort is a sign that we are expanding our comfort zone. That's all comfort zones are. They are either really, really narrow, very, very little, or as we learn and grow, they expand and they become bigger and bigger. And then action number 3 is what we'll also use to help us mindfully lead change for good within our organizations, within our communities, within our families. And it doesn't matter if you're a family of one person, just you. We need to know how to lead change for good. And so action number 3 helps us to spread awareness, to disrupt harmful thoughts personally and interpersonally. And we'll delve into that as we go through. And then the third action that really informs the mindful leadership framework is action number 3, which is to connect our values with our actions. We are not what people say we are or what we say we want to be, but what we are. And I'm just paraphrasing Aristotle's statement or quotation. What we are is what we do consistently. So we are, what excellence really comes down to is habit. Cultivating the habit of embedding mindfulness into the values that we hold near and dear, mindfulness within the policies that you're using to guide you at work, the procedures and the practices. And last but not least, it's actually the most important piece when we look at the mindful leadership framework is that we see the person, we see the policies, the procedures, and the practices, and we do so mindfully, always asking, not in a judgmental way or in a harmful way, but in a compassionate and loving way. How do the actions that our organization are asking the persons, the people, the employees to do, how are those impacting them? How are our policies impacting them? And I'll delve into all of this. So this is the beautiful mindful leadership framework, which I am so excited to share with you.